I avoided getting a dollar card because I never knew that dollar scarcity was something I would ever face. Alright, so I just got back from the bank a few hours ago and I haven't prepared for this video, so forgive me if it is not very polished like my other videos. And I recently got my dollar card and I want to share my experience with you guys about how I got the dollar card. Alright, so you guys know that recently dollars were scarce and people couldn't withdraw from the bank. I was looking for ways to be able to avoid this kind of problem in the future, and I saw some videos that showed people how to transfer from one UBA dollar card to another card. And I felt like, okay, so if I can do this, all I have to do now is just head over to where I normally exchange, meet someone very reliable that has a UBA DOM account, and just transfer the money I have to their UBA DOM card, and they should give me the Naira equivalent. And that was the reason why I decided to go for a dollar card. Alright, so today is the 2nd of December 2022, and last month I went to the bank on a Tuesday, 22nd of November, to apply for the dollar card. For those of you that want to apply, all you need to do is to have your DOM account ready and make sure it is upgraded. I have a video talking about creating your DOM account and how to upgrade the DOM account. So if you have done those two, then you can apply for your dollar card. So they'll give you a form, you can fill the form. It's not a very complex form. You just need to input your name, you input your account number, the DOM account number, and then you just input some information about yourself and they'll tell you when to get the dollar card. So the dollar card cost me $15.05 to create, and I was told to come back the following week on a Wednesday to receive the dollar card. But I didn't do it because I was too busy with other things. So yeah, today is Friday, so I skipped just Thursday. Yeah, so Thursday, and today I went and I got it. So for those of you that want to get your dollar card, that's just the process. Just make sure you have some money in your DOM account and you have already upgraded the DOM account. Alright, so here's what I experienced after getting the dollar card. So like I said, all I wanted to use the dollar card for was to transfer money from the card to someone else's card, because going to the bank is something I don't even like doing, standing in queues and all that stuff. But then in the video that I saw, I watched two videos and they said to transfer money from your card to someone else's card, there's going to be a 10-digit code at the back, which is going to be the client ID. And when I got the card at the bank, all I did was activate it, and because there was a queue, I had to just leave so that I wouldn't waste people's time. So when I went outside, I decided to look at the card. I decided to look at the back of the card to see the 10-digit pin, but it wasn't there. I didn't want to come back home to figure it out because I had somewhere else to go. So I went back into the bank and I started complaining to the customer service people. And honestly, I don't know what is it with UBA. I like UBA. I always promote UBA, but I feel like sometimes their customer service representatives, at least the small guys, not the big people, because I met someone there when I was creating the dollar card, and she gave me a lot of info about the card, and I was very, it was accurate because I checked online later on and everything she said was accurate. But the other guys, when I approached the guy and told him that there is no 10-digit code at the back, it's like he didn't even understand what I was saying. I don't know why this is happening. I believe some of you must have watched the video where I talked about the bank that I was previously using to withdraw. They told me that I could only keep $50 minimum in the account, and then I accidentally went to another branch and they told me that the minimum was $10. So honestly, I wish UBA would just find a way to just organize this and let all their people working at the bank know how things are done. And yeah, someone else was telling me that he couldn't even upgrade his account because they were telling him that he needed current account holders to upgrade his account. And the way I did it, I didn't need anybody. I just went there, I filled up a form, and that was all. The next day, my account was upgraded. This is not going to be issues of UBA, so I'm just going to skip that. But anyways, I met the guy, I told him that there are no codes, and he didn't even know what I was talking about. We exchanged words, not like in a bad way. Like he said, I don't need the code, I can just use the card. And I was like, how about, I've seen the website, this is the website. I always showed him, I'm going to leave a screenshot so you can see. On the website, they said to log in, you need the code, like the 10-digit code as your client ID. And the guy had no idea what I was talking about. And I couldn't explain it to him because this is my first dollar card, and it's not like I've done it before to say, okay, I've done this before, so don't try to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. So I just left. I said I'll try to figure this out at home, And I got back home and I started digging. When I started digging, I realized that there are different types of dollar cards. So there's the credit card, there's the debit card, and there's the prepaid card. So eventually I found out that the prepaid card is the one that has the client ID at the back, and the one I was given is the debit card. So had it been the person explained it to me that way, I would have said, okay, well, how do I apply for the prepaid card? Because the reason why I created this card is just to be able to transfer, so I don't have to even go to the bank, or if there's any kind of issues like dollar scarcity, I wouldn't have to worry about that, because last month was one of the, should I say, brokest time of my life. But anyways, that has passed. So I didn't want to face that anymore. That's why I got the card. But it turns out that this card, I will not be able to use it to transfer to someone else's account. But I know there are other things I'll be using it for, which I'll be testing soon. So you guys should stick around for that. Please do not ask me any questions about PayPal. I don't use PayPal. PayPal doesn't like Nigerians, so I don't go where I'm not welcome. So please, do not ask me anything about PayPal. I will not be able to answer you. So I'll be testing out the card, but I'm just making this video to make you know that if you want to apply for the card and you are asked to choose, because they didn't even ask me to choose, they just told me that, yeah, I'm going to get a debit card since I already have an account with them. And yeah, that was all. So they just gave me the card. So I would suggest you do more research. Like, you can tell them that you want a prepaid card if you want to be able to transfer from one card to another. Okay, so I'm currently looking at my phone, and I'm going to leave a link to this page in the description. But you guys can watch with me, and this is the card that I got. As you can see, it is called the UBA Gold Debit MasterCard for domiciliary accounts. And I just want to show you guys some of the features of the card, because I just found out about this today, so I don't have everything like in my head. And the only thing that I really want to touch on is this summary of fees. So like I said, I paid $15.05 to get the card, but over here it says 14. So it's possible that they haven't updated the web page yet. So yeah, it says 14 here. So to replace the card, if it's lost or damaged, you pay the same price. And the annual fee here, annual maintenance fee, is $10. So it may have increased to 12. I'm not sure yet, but that's what it's showing here. So before I saw this, I was checking out some other websites, and they said for this card, I'll have to pay $25 every month to maintain it. And in my head, I said, no, that is not happening, because I don't even think I'll be using it anymore. I'm not sure, but for now, I'm only going to try to use it with Skrill, or what's the other one? Stripe. Stripe is the one that I was thinking about. I know they both start with S, but then yeah, I'm going to test it with Skrill and maybe with Stripe. I'm not sure about Stripe, but I'll test it with Skrill. And you know, if it doesn't work out, then I'll just, I don't know, maybe this is the last time I'll use the card, because I will not be able to use it to transfer to someone else. So if you guys have ideas, you can let me know in the comments. But yeah, when I heard that it was $25 per month, I said no. If what I'm using it for doesn't work, I'm going to go back to the bank and tell them to close. I don't even need it. They should just terminate the card. I'll continue going to the bank to withdraw my normal dollars. So yeah, according to this, it's $10 a year. So keep that in mind. So the only ones that I think are important here are the purchases made on POS and local websites in Nigeria. I don't even know if you can use it for local websites in Nigeria, but it says it's free, so I'll keep that in mind. And finally, purchases made on POS abroad and on foreign websites. So like payments and other stuff, subscriptions, that you can use it to do all those kind of payments. Now, one of the reasons why I didn't think I needed this was because for payments, I use apps like Bata and Cheaper Cash. Bata is currently not working, but Cheaper Cash is. I recently used it to pay for my website hosting. So Cheaper Cash is what I've been using. If you guys want to try it out, then I'll leave a link in the description. But then that is what I did to get the dollar card. And like I said, I didn't really plan for this video. I just got back from the bank and I'm tired. I just took a shower and I decided to make the video. But then you can ask me any questions you may have, and I'm going to be testing out the card. And if it works out very well, then I'm going to make an update to this video so you guys can know how much I have tested it. But if it doesn't work out, then forget about it. Okay, so as I've said, ask me any questions you may have about the dollar card, except PayPal questions, please. I will not respond to those kind of questions because I don't know anything about PayPal. I don't want to talk about things I don't know about. People that have been watching my videos know that, yeah, this is what I normally do. I'm talking from my experience. So if things are different for you, then maybe it's just how things are being done wherever you are. This is my experience, and that's what I'm sharing. So if you haven't created your DOM account, you can watch this video over here to create it. And if you haven't upgraded it, then you can watch this video to see how to upgrade it. So these videos are for UBA, but there are other banks you can create DOM accounts for, like Wema and Switch. I have videos on them as well. I'll be seeing you in the next video.